Hi, my name is Tony, and in today's Tech Tuesday video, I'm going to show you folks how to remove a threadless style stem. This type of stem can be found on the Liberte, Urbano, Forte, and Via models. One thing you'll notice is this bike is a little bit beat up. We like to use real-world bikes and real-world, that have been used in real-world situations. So, the struggles and tribulations that you'll see me going through are the same ones that you'll be going through, and the experiences should be similar to yours. So the first thing you'll need is the right tools. In this case, you'll need two sets of Allen, an 8mm and a 5mm. We're going to start with the 5mm, and if you locate the side of your stem, you'll see two pinch bolts, and we're going to want to loosen those. And typically those pinch bolts are opposing each other, so one will be on one side and the other will be on the other side. And we are just going to loosen them. We don't need to remove them. We're just going to loosen them a few turns. And then I'm going to go to the other side and do the same thing. Get that stem out of the way. All right, so once we've got the two pinch bolts loosened, if you lower your stem, you'll see a big, giant, looks like a $1/2 size plate with a large 8mm Allen fitting on there. And we're just gonna unscrew this completely. Now, one thing you wanna absolutely make sure is that if your bike is suspended, hold on to the fork or hold on to the wheel. And that's because once we remove this plate in the top, our whole fork assembly will no longer be attached to the bike. So here I've removed the bolt and I've removed that plate. I'm gonna set them aside for now. Once the plate is out, you simply slide the stem back out, and you'll notice, you see how the fork slid a little bit. So I'm just gonna raise that back up to its original position. Now, to reassemble the stem, just work in reverse, or reattach the stem. So I'm just going to slide this back on, still holding the fork with my hand. I'm going to place the top cap back, and I'm going to put the bolt back. Whenever you remove a fastener or bolt or screw, always try to thread it by hand first, just so you don't cross thread anything. And finish it with a tool. Now, one thing you want to do is you just lightly tighten it like that so that it's still a little bit loose. Do not tighten the pinch bolts yet. We raise the stem back up, and with your handlebar on there, you want to make sure you twist the stem so that the handlebar is aligned. And then once you are confident that you have that handlebar aligned, lower the stem again, and then just finish tightening that top cap. Now, there's a trick to this top cap. This top cap not only holds the stem, but it also applies pressure to the bearings. So you don't want to tighten it to the point where the steering doesn't move, it feels very stiff. You just want to lightly tighten it, okay? So I'm going to loosen this back up. And as soon as I feel resistance right there, I'm just going to give it a little turn like that. And that should be enough so that everything rotates freely, but it's not tight. The last thing we're going to do, again, is we're going to take that 5mm and just tighten these pinch bolts back up on the side of the stem. And then we're going to turn to the other side as well. Now, these pinch bolts on the side that I'm doing do have to be torqued down pretty good. Just like that.